All right, here's our first little treat of the day. Little bumper job. So I'm going to use some adhesion promoter in a can. Yeah, I gotta wipe the water off of it first. Got wet. It's raining. Raining in Florida. That's no good. Well, we'll start in the back. It looks drier. So this is the adhesion promoter for raw plastic. This is raw plastic for sure. Just throw one coat down and hammer it with some paint. No sanding necessary. If you guys don't think this adhesion promoter works, the brand really doesn't matter. I've seen most brands are pretty decent. I took a PPG class when I was spraying the Global, and we used to use the adhesion promoter, and a lot of us didn't like it. We just scuffed the bumpers, and you know, we'd rather sand them, make sure. So they weren't selling a lot of adhesion promoter, and they had a class, and they took a mixing cup and they sprayed the inside of the mixing cup with the adhesion promoter and poured some paint in it and let it dry, and you could not get it out of the cup. And usually, you know, with a mixing cup you can move the cup around and get the paint loose off the plastic, but sold me. And you know, especially when you got a textured part, you know, that you don't want to sand the texture out of. This is the way to go. So I just hammer this with a little of this stuff and make sure you get all your edges in the bottom where they're to peel from. And we'll come and slam some base coat on these and call it a day. Move on to the next one. Anytime you're doing plastic parts, remember to use the adhesion promoter. A couple more days, Tom will be here. That's cool. Can't wait. Says he wants to do some work, so save some work. He wants to come to the city with me, see what it's all about. Oh, there's some more water. Damn it. Damn it, Gumpy. I'm just gonna blot that out. I'm not getting too carried away with this car. It's a 99, and I get a feeling there won't be too into paying anything for this one, so quicker the better. And be careful not to run that stuff like I just did right there. You got to keep it moving. There, I did it right there too. You just stick your hand in it like that and pull the run right out of it. A little more water here. Alright, good enough, man. I don't waste any more effort on this thing. So we're going to just take some paint, throw it in a gun, and shoot it on there now. Let me get my camera stand going here. shop line. Reducer. Oh boy. Whoops, missed that time. Isn't that right, Jeff?
That's right.
That's right.
Well, I'm a grand dude, that's right.
What is it, Monday today?
Yep. All day.
Oh. There's the first coat. Ooh, this shop line stinks. it stinks. But I don't know what they put in that stuff, but it don't smell good. Look like a good bumper cover color. It was in here. I've been trying to stick with a cabinet theme. If it's not in the cabinet, we can't do it, you know. So we gotta total that little Dodge truck over there he wanted me to fix today, but it's gonna have to go to the house and go on the frame machine. Needs a good pull and 2 doors. So today we got 3 bumpers, a deck lid, and a roof here, and we'll get that knocked out. And move on from there. So I saw Pisser's video. Mr. CW's truck looked really good. Came out killer. Saw Cecil's, not the Mustang Cecil, but the Chevrolet Cecil. He's working on the Chevy there. It's looking good. Got the jams painted in that. You know, looking forward to seeing that thing red. That'll be cool. And yeah, other than that, not much going on. Got a lot of responses from that little video last night, the rant and rave thing. But I came up with my own economic plan, you know, and I'm sure the 2 thumbs down guys will really like this plan. It's just pay us back what we paid in, give us that cash, and everybody that's paid in would get a nice check. They wouldn't have to print any more Social Security checks. They would save money on ink, and all the cash that they give us, that they've taken from us, whether they have to print it or whatever they got to do, we could stimulate the economy with our own money and do our own retirement programs and stuff. It's just a concept. You know, some people made some comments that they paid in, but it's not going to be there when they retire. And you know, what do you say to those people? You know, it's not because the fund doesn't work. It's because they borrow from it and don't pay it back, and then they want to do away with the program that they can't afford to pay back to. You know, that's pretty convenient. That's like you taking a loan out of the bank and closing the bank and expecting not to have to pay the loan back. It's not that the money was depleted from the fund because of the way it was used. It was because the money was depleted from the fund because they used it for other things, other projects, other stuff. So it's just incredible to me how dumb they seem up there, you know, in Washington. It's like they can't work anything out amongst them, you know, with all the committees and this and that. It's like, you know, at what point do you just start producing something so you don't look bad? I mean, you know, we got to go to work and do something every day, and these guys go up there and sit around and have nice lunches and ride limos, and they have no concept of $5 a gallon gas because they don't drive anywhere. You know, they live right there in Washington. They commute in a limousine and or a Learjet, and you know, they don't feel it. They don't feel that average guy feels. It would be good if they paid Congress a minimum wage, you know, and they would be more in tune with what's going on out there in the real world, you know. Like I said, I don't really get into politics much because it's not a very popular subject. It's a good subject to go into if you want to argue with somebody. But, you know, as far as the world being a worse place now, I don't know about that, you know. I mean, we grew up with 3 TV channels, and you got a lot more choices now. There's a lot more available to you. Technology is more readily available. And there was nothing like YouTube when I was a kid. There was no learning on the internet or any of that stuff. So it's how you use the tools that we have, I think, it makes the world a better place, you know. So to say things are worse than they ever were, you know, I don't know about that. I went through some hard times, and I wouldn't want to go back, you know. I don't think so. You know, sometimes it was much simpler, but I don't know. You know, everybody refers back to the good old times, and those are the people you want to shit on when you talk about cutting Social Security and retirement funds. People that laid the foundations and laid the bricks and the mortar that you're standing on, you want to hurt. And I don't know. I always thought the older people were supposed to be like the national treasures. They have all the history, and they have the ability to teach us what we need to know to sustain. And I think the problem is we don't want to listen anymore. And it's not so much the country we live in, it's the people and the times, Everybody wants to do stuff quicker, faster, and get paid more. So some things take time, and that's just how it is. But yeah, it was good. You guys made a lot of good comments there and stuff, and I don't know what to do about $5 gasoline, but it's coming, and I don't think it'll last for long though. But what a racket, All right, let's throw one more coat on this, see if we can make it look decent, and we'll call it a day on this one. See if that covers it. Kept soaking it in a little bit there. But yeah, it's looking better already. So yeah, that's where that's at. So it was a big one last night. I like those videos where I get a lot of responses. I've noticed a couple people missing off my videos lately. It's pretty cool. I see them other places, but not on my stuff. Can't keep everybody happy, I don't care how hard you try. Sometimes just being happy makes people mad, so what can you do? Yeah, saw Woodzo's video this morning. It's good to see from Jeff. We don't see either Jeff enough, anymore. I don't know what's going on with that, but cool video, cool car. That was my first car, man, 32 coupe. Yep, and I didn't want it. My dad just insisted on it, and never actually got it finished. Ended up selling it off. But it's a cool car for sure. Might have been customized, and he wanted to put it back original, so I think I wasn't into it, They're cool cars for sure. Maybe one day. Who knows? Need another project like that, So we're gonna be in the upper 80s today here. Already sweating, pouring the humidity out. And yeah. So I think we're good there. We'll go ahead and flip this video off, and we'll turn another one on. The next one's gonna be a silver front bumper, and then we got a roof and a deck lid. And we'll be back to the house. Got my gas bottle fixed or filled up, so we're gonna get back on welding that bug. And yeah. run times on that one. So hopefully we'll get that painted soon. I don't have a whole lot of body work to do, so that's good. And yeah, so I think that's it for these bumpers. Take a quick walk around and look at it. Just threw a little base on there, a little adhesion promoter. Yeah, they were just sun faded. So that ought to do it for that one. And I'll turn you back on when I get the next one in.